Well, how do you feel on the job? Just over 69,000 of us in the Sacramento metro area work every day in high-stress positions faced with high risk, tight deadlines, or especially demanding customers. That's according to data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics and a ranking by the Occupational Information Network known as ONET. The trade-off is the median salary for those jobs is about $94,000. But what if you wanted to do something else? What are your prospects in this area? Kimberly Steiner-Murphy, Senior Regional Vice President for Robert Half, the global talent solutions firm, joining me once again live to give us a scoop on some of the employment trends governing our lives. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
10.9 million open jobs in America, according to the number just released by the government on Tuesday. For Sacramento, Robert Half's state of hiring shows that 57% of managers say hiring is up and will be expanding in the next 6 months.
We are now down to 4.4% unemployment, which is a very significant number compared to where we were last year. We were at above the 7% range. And so we're seeing Sacramento dramatically improve, especially in year-over-year jobs. We've added 38,000 jobs into the Sacramento marketplace, but also retail, trade, transportation, they're up 11,000 jobs alone. And that means a lot of really good things for our economy.
Yes, it does. My goodness, 11,000 jobs. Now, your company's research shows 76% of those same hiring managers will be adding more contract workers in the first half of 2022. And that sounds great, especially for a group that might have been the first to get cut during the early days of the pandemic. But there's a sharp backside to this. People have to remember these jobs probably come without health insurance, without paid time off, which really doesn't work for everybody.
Well, what's interesting in the contract world, I guess post-pandemic or in the middle of the pandemic, is people are liking the flexibility of being a contractor. You know, priorities have shifted. People want work-life balance. They want time off to do things. And sometimes a Monday through Friday 8 to 5 job doesn't do that. And so the contract economy is very attractive to folks. And companies are realizing that. And, you know, during peak times or busy times, adding staff sometimes decreases stress or anxiety in the existing staff. And then you add on top of that, that contract work typically pays a little bit more. So you can get on health insurance or save up for that vacation, plus get flexibility.
It's something a lot of people definitely are interested in. Now, looking at some of the other issues out there on the employment landscape, much has been made about the great resignation, droves of people leaving their current jobs, really concentrated in the most recent fall months, but it seems to be affecting us less here in California. Data from chamberofcommerce.org shows 2.3% of Californians left their jobs each month of last year, but we're in the top 5 states for the fewest number of people doing that in the whole country. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think California in some ways can be on the forefront. So when you look at what workers want today, they want higher salaries, they want remote or hybrid work situations, they want better benefits. And a lot of companies have been very progressive in California in making sure they provide that so they retain. And I think that's part of the reason. I mean, we still have a little bit of work to do in some of the less progressive companies, but California tends to be progressive overall.
While the pandemic meant that early on lots of people were losing their jobs, now the needs and desires that you were just mentioning of millions of employees have changed. What kind of work people are willing to do with the exposure that it may give them to the coronavirus. So now employers in several sectors are scrambling to fill positions. We've all seen signs at area businesses as owners ask for patience for the public because they're short-staffed. So enter automation, like we've seen robots doing hotel tasks, a national ranking done based on data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics and Oxford University says 41.5% of workers in our region, you see one of the robots right there, are at high risk of being automated. That's like 271,000 people in this area. Should workers be worried?
I think that the reality is workers continually have to adapt and change their skill set. I mean, you know, whether we're going through an additional industrial revolution or you know, whether jobs change, you've got to sharpen your skills. Because if you think about even the way we communicated 5 years ago compared to how we communicate today, that's drastically changed. And you got to keep up with the times. And, you know, progress means change.
It definitely does. And one of those things that's changing, just quickly before we run out of time, more and more people with these side hustles. And a lot of people think that that's going to be your lower wage workers that are going to have that second income stream. But a lot of the research from the Census Bureau shows that it's really people who make more than $100,000 that have that second income stream. They're making $100,000 on their first job.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's interesting. We are seeing, even high level like CPAs or accountants say, if you have any extra work for me, I wouldn't mind helping out a company during year end or figuring out, maybe helping a CPA firm, and that is, I think, the norm now. If your company is flexible with you on the front end, you can be flexible with your own time on the back end and maybe make an extra little bit of money or just even challenge yourself a little bit to do something new.
The average amount people are collecting on their side hustle in our area, $7,000. And that's no small piece of change when it's added in for the year. Thank you so much for coming to talk employment with us again this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.